So here's another copy of the Hitachi Magic Wand. It is, this one's also Vibratex, so I anticipate the head is going to be plastic. But we'll see. Let's see what's inside this one. I just noticed the other day it was getting pretty noisy. If you put it on the low setting here, so I'm kind of wondering what's going on in there. If there's anything we could do to make it a little quieter. I'm curious if we replace the bearings, if that would change anything. And now I actually have a bunch of extra bearings from the last project, so let's see if that'll help. Oh, wow, we got a metal head. Cool. Plastic collar, electrical tape, but we do have the metal head, which is not present in the newer design that I tore down last time. Interesting. Some isopropyl alcohol, which is surprisingly hard to find now in the pandemic. It's always flying off the shelves. So this is the last of the isopropyl alcohol that I have. It's been months since I've been able to find it. Yeah, so it looks like cast metal. I don't know if that's aluminum or some cheap metal, cheap pot metal maybe. But I anticipate there's not going to be any water damage inside. I don't see any evidence of that in this copy. Screw. Magnetic screwdriver into the magnetic dish. I'm not going to lose it. So that takes this collar off. I should be able to separate the two halves now. There we go. Oh boy. I don't know what that is. I think that's probably the rubber wearing off. It's covering the resistor on the motor there. Could use a good cleaning. And the switch, there's no circuit board on there. This is a different design than the last one. Looks like these are soldered. There's the motor. So this part should come out. So it's resisting there. Alright, good. Same splined or keyed shaft as the last one I looked at. So it's a brushed motor. I don't know how to tell if this is an AC or a DC motor. Here's the power going in. Okay, so the ground goes to the motor, and then the power goes here, and then there's a resistor. Huh. Oh, it's still plugged in. My bad. Just unplug your devices before you take them apart. Yeah, I could clean that out a bit. Still got the same spring neck design with this rubber shield. So this is the spring shaft. That's very interesting. Turns very smoothly. So it seems like the bearings are still in good shape. Gives a vibraty feeling when you turn it. And that shaft, it's the tightly wound section here, and then a loosely wound section here. Let me take it apart and see what the shaft looks like. Because this is the part that was broken in the other one. And so it would be nice to know what it looks like when it's not broken. Screws holding the head together. Those are quite different. In the plastic model, those were zinc-plated sheet metal screws I also got at Harbor Freight. Not these fine thread machine screws. Let's see what the bearings look like. Oh, and it's completely different. That's cool. This is definitely a better mechanism, seeing how it has served for 7 years and not rusted out like the other design. And when you order something on Amazon, you don't know what you're going to get. This is the classic design, and the other one was quite different and rusted out after maybe 1 year of use. It's got a gasket here. Yeah, the gasket. Why the fuck didn't the other one have a gasket? Again, this is some sort of retention plate for these bearings, which fits into these two slots. So, kind of a cool design. So the two spherical bearing type things for the shaft. So the shaft is sealed with this cloth seal. This is a much better design. So what do we got? Is that just, it's just a bushing. There's no bearing in there at all. It's just a bushing. You got a plastic washer. Got a spring washer. So spring washer, it's just a curved piece of metal. And compresses, provides some resistance when the stack is compressed. So I guess center this thing. That's the other side, and the shaft is intact. You do have the variable diameter spring shaft, which is, I don't know how to operate on this. I mean, it's working, I'm not going to take it apart, but this is what it should look like in the other one that's broken. So you got a small diameter with tight windings, you got a larger diameter with spaced windings, and then it's press fit onto the shaft. I guess the windings compressed when they did that. But yeah, I need some sort of fixture if I'm ever going to do that, if I'm ever going to find one of these and press fit it onto the shaft of the old one. Yeah, everything feels smooth. I'm not going to oil it because I don't think it needs it. I mean, maybe I'll clean the grease off of this. But let's assemble the stack again. Let's make sure it's a mirror image. So I'm going to make sure the curved side of the potato chip washer is against the vibrating plate. And put it on like that. put that on and put that on. So there's our bearing. I'll start by assembling this side. So we got the gasket in place, got the holes aligned. Okay, we got these pins here that have to line up with those two holes on the first bearing. Alright, now just put the screws back in. That was not necessary, but I learned a lot. It's not even really structurally needed because the screws are holding order of operations, man. Tooth lined up. Got it in the groove. Make sure this knot in the cord is through these two posts. Then you can put the cover back on. There we go. You know, I'm just going to take this off. I am an amateur and I do not know what I'm doing, but this is the screw hole you need to. It's going into sheet metal, so it is pretty easy to cross thread it. Can't really see it that well, but that shaft is in there. Put the head back on. Alright. So there you have it. This is a teardown of the older design of the Hitachi Magic Wand. And it's still noisy as hell, and there's nothing I can do about it.